Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Okay, I just wanted to go into a lesson based off of something I had seen earlier today. It actually gave me the idea, made me think about this, but just thinking about the most beautiful places or beautiful sceneries in the world, on Earth. Some of the most beautiful locations that this Earth, has, that Yahweh Shem Shai has created in the Earth that we don't even get to see on this side, And I know in certain places that people have traveled, people have traveled to and got to see. But for the most part, the mass majority of people in the world, especially Israelites, we don't get to explore the earth. We don't get to see what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua truly created, his creations, his inventions, his ideas, landscapes, different areas that just make this breathtaking, jaw-dropping, how they, as they say. And I can even get the vacation spots, but I just wanted to click on some of the most beautiful sceneries in the earth that we never get to see, and how much more beautiful it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. And just, look at just some of these locations, like, the things that's actually real, that is not AI generated or created or something like that, and some of these places are probably, actually real and created in this fashion in a different part of the world. And it's not man-made. Just get some like locations like this, even though this could be man-made, just looking at how the water is, then again, it could be real. Some of these are real, though. When I say man-made, I mean the images. I mean like the images are AI generated or, something like that. But some of these actually look like they were real. And just imagine just being here and being able to catch a view like this. Like these are views that, man, is extremely, extremely beautiful. And you can't do nothing but just be amazed at the creation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because we really don't get to see everything. Let's go to this beautiful places in the world, what they say, at night. Okay, I didn't even think about it at night. Even with these lights in the sky, I believe they call the Northern Lights, if I'm not mistaken. But just look at that, like you can't even explain it. Just the beauty of this, like look at all the creation, look at the lights in the sky, and look at the the mountains with the snow on it. Like things like these are actually real locations in the earth that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has actually created. Oh yeah, I forgot about the places where the water. Let's see. Shit. Yeah, it's places where the water actually glows, or glistening waters, or luminous water. Oh yeah, man, let me get that too. Sky full of stars. I'm trying to see if it's one that you can capture, probably from Earth, like something like this. Like this actually exists. Like if we was in the right location where you can see the sky with no lights, or no lights around to just block out some of the stars, the sky is full of them. Because I can remember working at one of my old jobs, and when it wasn't daylight saving time, so it was getting darker sooner. Especially when some of the lights would be off, or I just go into a certain area of the building where it wasn't much lights, because it was kind of like out in the field somewhere. It was a brick manufacturer, and it was out in the field, and it would be me and one other coworker. So I had number time, and I had the opportunity to walk around. I used to walk all the time, and I'll walk on the road at night, new moons, and the half nail moon were some of my favorite, because I can see the sky very clearly, and I can see all the stars, and it was very, very, very beautiful, just seeing all the stars in the sky. And that was just the ones that I was able to see, because more and more came out. I wasn't able to fully see the whole sky. And then sometimes, when it be a full moon, it'd be harder to see, because the moon was actually shining and blocking out a lot of the sun, a lot of the stars. And I still remember too, when it went a full moon, it was extremely dark. But when it was full moon, it was almost like I could see a little bit. I could see in the dark, because the moonlight was so powerful. And it was beautiful. Like I said, it was kind of like in the woods, or in the field with a lot of trees. A lot of animals used to come through there, especially like deers. But I've seen snakes, raccoons, different type of animals out there too. But man, these are just absolutely beautiful, beautiful locations. Things that's very beautiful in the earth that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has created. And like I said, when what I had seen earlier just gave me this, mindset, and this idea. There's just very beautiful landscapes and sceneries in the creation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we haven't even explored yet. And just to think, the earth is not even fully discovered yet. Esau make you think he done discovered everything, and done found everything. He done, seen everything. Man, there's places in the earth man have never been to in all the years of the earth existing. Places that man have never been to. Islands underwater right now as we speak that the Lord is going to reveal later. And just think about like the landmass Antarctica. And, in some of these colder no man land regions on the earth that's extremely cold, where man can't just either go or stay. Man, ain't no telling you how Bashim Yahushua will probably have those locations like available for us in the kingdom to fully explore, And just like I said, just looking at some of these islands too, places that, Jacob never be able to just really go to in this lifetime. But the Lord is not going to do away with them. He's not going to do away with the earth. We're going to be able to fully enjoy the earth in our kingdom, because the earth was created to be a paradise. And Esau got all these, he got it fixed up in a way and get to enjoy it in his kingdom. But we gon' far out exceed what Esau, Edom, and these other nations are able to witness and experience. Like what they get to witness and experience, our kingdom is gonna far exceed this. So let's get one scripture. And really, I'm gonna just get the definition of the word Eden. Let me just type it in. So it's in chapter 2. It's Genesis 2:8. It says, "And the Lord planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed." Now I'm reading AMP. It says, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua planted a garden oasis in Eden. It says this is a reference not to the creation of plant life in general, but to planting of specific plants in the Garden of Eden. In Eden, delight, land of happiness. And he put the man whom he had formed, created there. So that's already giving you a ideal of what this is, paradise. A land of happiness. I'm gonna get the definition of the word paradise too. It says Eden, Idan in the Hebrew. It says Eden, pleasure, the land of happiness, or the land of pleasure. And down here it says pleasure or delight. You know, pleasure or delight. And I'm gonna get the definition of the word paradise. Let's see what the root says, which is Idan. It says luxury, dainty, delight, finery, delight, but luxury, a place of luxury. This is what the kingdom of heaven is gonna be for the Israelites. It's gonna far exceed anything that Esau, Edom, or these other nations have ever done. And like it says in the Strong's definitions, pleasure, delight, delicate, pleasure. Paradise, here it is. It says the various opinions as the locality of the terrestrial paradise are stated and discussed by somebody. I'm not even gonna try to read those names, but let's get paradise. It says, in some regions, heaven as the ultimate abode of the just. But we know, as the scriptures, even in the Lord's Prayer, on earth as it is in heaven. The kingdom of heaven is going to be established on earth. And like I said, heaven as the ultimate abode of the just. So the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, and it's going to be the ultimate abode of the just. And it's going to be on earth. So the earth is going to be turned back into paradise. It's going to be turned back into something pleasant and delightful and luxury for the elect, for the just. It says paradise, the abode of Adam and Eve before the fall in the biblical account of the creation, the Garden of Eden, which is going to, the earth is going to be returned into that. Paradise. And the synonyms is heaven, the kingdom of heaven or paradise. Just like it said, the Garden of Eden is all going to be established on earth. The promised land, the heavenly kingdom, the city of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the celestial city, the abode of the Most High, the abode of the saints. I'm gonna get another precept real quick, then I'm gonna get the definition on Google. This is well, righteousness. This is 2 Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Now, the new heavens and the new earth is not talking about the creation of a new earth, like directly a new earth and new heavens, because this is going to be destroyed or something. That's not what it's going into. This is going into new rulership, new management. We look for new rulers. We look to rule the earth in righteousness. That's what we're looking forward to. The earth being ruled in righteousness. So that's what it means by the new heaven and the new earth. The kingdom of heaven is going to be established on earth, and it's going to be returned and far exceed paradise. It's going to be returned to paradise. Something this world has never seen. True paradise. Because the kingdom of heaven is going to far exceed everything that we've ever seen or known in the earth. And this is the definition of paradise, which is the same thing. It says in some religions, heaven is the ultimate abode of the just. So, but down here, Old English, paradise, and in Latin from Greek, paradios, or it means royal enclosed park. A royal enclosed park. It's a royal kingdom, you know. The paradise in the Webster's Dictionary, an intermediate place or state where the souls of the righteous await resurrection and the final judge, which in that sense, it's going into the spirit world. You know, that's where they at now. But then it also says a place or state of bliss, felicity, or delight. So the earth is gonna be turned into something we ain't never seen before, and we ain't gotta worry about not experiencing it on this side, because we're gonna experience everything on what's to come. You know, we're gonna get everything in the kingdom of heaven and get to experience just how beautiful and beautifully crafted and creative Yahweh Bashim Yahushua truly is. So I just wanted to go into that because just seeing something earlier just made me think about that. Like, it's really some beautiful sceneries and beautiful locations on the earth that we'll never get to experience on this side because of Esau, and ultimately because of these curses. But not to fret. You know, we're gonna eventually get to explore and see the full creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, and we patiently waiting on it. So Lord will, that was a edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Until next time, shalom.